Okay, so let me say, men and women Scorpios, you're going to realize that your partner that you've been with is not all they cut out to be. Okay, that there's definitely, lies and infidelity in the situation, and there are definitely like misters or mistresses in the picture, and they might have like it seemed like it's one of those things that it was like an ongoing, a long term ongoing thing that you're coming to terms with, that in the information is revealed sometime this month. If it hasn't already, I feel that it will be like the first week of March. I'm sorry, this video is a little late, so the timing is a little weird, but I feel that it's going to be, happen, it's going to happen within the first 15 days of this month. Either that or it has happened already, okay, and you're dealing with the aftermath essentially. I do feel that the information is coming to light, and it has been an ongoing affair and you had no idea. So in the process of dropping that person, I do feel that you're going to break up with that person and be on your way. And that's why like the healing energy is definitely here. And I don't see anything like the feelings are not there anymore, because once you find out that somebody betrays you, you don't really look back. So I don't sense that, it's going to be a difficult decision. Emotionally, it might sting a little bit, but with this in the reverse position, you have no trouble walking away, and you have no trouble with like I guess what I would think of is like it's not just slamming the door and leaving the house in the middle of the night and causing a scene. It's like a massive blowout in which you names are called, rightfully so. Names are called, and it's like a stormy walking away. It's not like a smooth walking away like a way a Virgo does, but this is massive, like throwing things and tantrums and name calling and things like that. And it's all right. I feel like if you've been wrong, you deserve to like get it off your chest. I feel there's nothing wrong with that. Either way, you're getting the satisfaction that you need in the name callings or whatever it is, in getting back at them, and you're going to move on. Okay, so it's looking good. The only thing about that is let me see here, the home situation itself. Okay, so for those who have dealt with an infidelity and a mister or a mistress from your partner, and you've walked away, good for you, you're moving on to much better things, so this is great. For those of you who are being for those of you who are cheating on your significant other, you're going to lose out on your significant other. Okay, so understandably they're not going to put up with it, and they are going to leave the picture. For those of you who are the one that was let me see. For those of you who are single, then, who are not dealing with this infidelity, I feel that in your, um, you might have somebody in your sphere, but you're not really dating, and they're dealing with this situation, and you're like kind of like the rebound person. So be really careful about the people that you're dealing with, because this shows that the people in your midst, they have a lot of emotional baggage, and they might use you as a rebound. um Keep that in mind. If that's all you want, fine, but they also want, like, expect a lot from you. They want like a shoulder to lean on. They want you to be the rebound, and you're not getting anything out of this as well. So don't let yourself be used by that other person, because they're going through a lot, and they just need that boost of self-esteem, and instead of doing it themselves, they're sucking it out of you. So like, don't be that person's rebound, because it's not going to work out. And if you're hoping for anything more than a rebound relationship, it's not going to work out. Okay, so be realistic about that. What I'm also sensing here is a lot of you might also overlook relationships. This is a very small minority of you, okay? So a lot of you might overlook the infidelity in just um because you want to preserve the relationship. Or those of you who are committing infidelity, what I'm seeing is this, and I would advise you to, because it's still, the first week of the month. I would say go back to your spouse. Um, if you're committing infidelity, go back to your spouse and try to maintain that. Otherwise, things will blow out of the water and you might get exposed, okay, like sometime the end of this month. So be careful about that. I would advise you to leave that Mr. or Mistress behind and really work on your home life because that relationship is really going nowhere. And it's not like you're ever going to leave your family for that other person because that other person, they're not dateable. They're not like dating material. They're not of the highest quality. And they're just not, you don't picture yourself long term with that person. So don't bother. Don't waste their time. Don't waste yours. And don't waste your spouse's time because they're in it for the long haul and they're hoping that you would be too. So that's not fair for the other person, okay? So that's just really bad behavior. And I would just advise you to go back and try to stick with people who matter and leave that person on the sideline, like leave them behind. Otherwise you're going to get exposed and things are not going to be reparable, like the end of this month, okay? So I just want you to keep that in mind. And in the process too of juggling two things, you're going to be in this situation where you might not be able to you might bust yourself out, like you might reveal a little too much information, or you might like get your stories mixed up and then in the process you're revealing that you're cheating. So don't, yeah, don't let that happen, okay? So it's just embarrassing the way that the cards will play out and the way the situation will play out. So what it is that you might feel a little snug in that, this is not for all, but I feel for some of you, you have that thing on the side and you have your main relationship and you feel that you are in control. You feel that you can choose to go either way when in fact that's not the case, okay? And especially for like male Scorpios, it's not going to work out that way. For female Scorpios, though, by the end of this month, you're going to feel in control and you're going to be the one to make decisions. If you're dealing with a cheating spouse, if you're dealing with like a situation in which you're the one that's cheating, if you feel like if you're newly dating and somebody's using you as a rebound, then by the end of this month you have a little more time versus the Scorpio men. You have a little more time by the end of this month to really make up your mind and to like choose the right thing before you get caught. So I guess there's blessing in being a Scorpio woman, but I just feel that the majority of the cheating is happening with the Scorpio men, or it's happening to Scorpio men. Okay, the majority of the infidelity. I do feel that the women though they might be heartbroken and they might like try to use you as a rebound too. So just be careful about that. But overall, healing from past relationships is definitely happening. You're not going to let it affect your life moving forward. And this is, again, like I said, is very closure inducing. You have friends and you have family and you have a very good support system. The people that are still around are like your true friends, okay? So make sure you invest the time and nurture those relationships because those friendships will actually could potentially manifest as like really long lasting love relationships in the future as well. So the people that are around now, cherish them, nurture them, and these are the people that will be there for you in the long run. So don't dabble in things that don't last and don't settle for being anybody's plan B or like a rebound, all right? Set your aim a little higher and just have faith in yourself and have belief in yourself that you're deserving of finding higher quality people. I think that's the most important thing. And healing is going to take place within your life, within your self-esteem, within your mental faculties. Okay, you're going to come to the realization that you deserve a lot more. So let me talk about going back to the Earth sign. But let me see first. Okay. So what it's showing me here is let me talk about the singles first. Okay, so sorry about for the switcheroo, but let me talk about the singles. So singles people, we have here the Four of Cups and the Nine of Wands in the reverse. So the Nine of Wands in the reverse, this is a situation where you are no longer putting yourself on hold. You are assessing the opportunities, the romantic opportunities that are coming your way. And I feel like a lot of you have been through a bad breakup in the long distance past, because these are showing up in your past, which means in the long distance past, you were very hurt. you got out of a battle, you know. So this is a guy who is battle scarred, male or female, who has been very battle scarred, battle weary, and they're not interested in engaging in conflict. With it in the reverse position, I feel like you've healed up, you've taken adequate time to be on your own. So you're not bringing the baggage into new relationships, okay? And because you have taken time to be on your own and to be single and to, you know, figure out what you want and what kind of relationship you want, I feel that you have started dating. Okay, for some of you, the past 4 years. For others of you, the past 4 months, you have started dating and you're feeling quite good about the options that are available for you. And what I feel then is, you know, coming to the present environment, we have here the Ace of Coins. This is a brand new relationship that is built on stability. So it ties in with this card here. Both of these are earth-based signs. So the Hierophant and the Ace of Pentacles. You want a relationship that is solid. So you're not playing anymore. You do want something that you can build upon. So you want, you know, like to date somebody for a few months and then call them your girlfriend or your boyfriend and then get engaged, get married, have a few kids, buy a house, you know, things like that. You want the whole 9 yards and you see potential in another person and you want to build the relationship. So you have somebody in your life right now that you really, really care about, okay? And the others of you, you might be dating this person or you might really be eyeing this person. And the person shows up here as the Star. And I feel like this can be a situation. Sorry, there was a bug. This can be a situation where the person, he or she knows that you are very serious, but he or she might have cold feet. So they're not really sure whether or not, you know, they can have a relationship with you. They're getting cold feet. And I feel like there are certain things in their lives as well that they're not really certain about. And likewise, you're trying to, you know, build a relationship and, you know, that can go the distance. But you yourself, in terms of your own work, the direction of your work, your career track, what you want out of life, these things are not solidified yet. And so they're saying the obstacle being that, you know, you will find that right person for those who are single, but you also need to focus on your career. You also need to focus on the bigger picture, where you want to be. And once all of those big picture things have come into focus, then you will find the right person to fit into that picture. Okay. So I feel like for those of you out there dating, you might be wondering, why can't I meet the one? And I feel that you might be dating, but your main picture for your own life in terms of career, geographical location, where do I want to be? Where do I see myself in 5 years? Those things have not been worked out from your end just yet. And so you might not be at the right time to branch out and, you know, attract the right person into your life at this time. So that's just, you know, food for thought for those who have not been successful, okay? But either way, I feel like others of you, you have a new relationship. For some of you, it could be an earth sign. I'm seeing all kinds of signs actually coming through. For some of you, it could be an Aquarius here with this star card in the reverse. I feel like this person is might be in a healing profession. They might also be in the service industry. So actually, it's they might be of service to humanity somehow. They might be a teacher, a counselor, a therapist, or they might be in the healing profession some way, doctor, dentist, you know, things like that. They're not on the top of their career field just yet. So I feel that they're having trouble finding their foundation. And as a result, it's kind of hard to build with this person. It doesn't mean that it's not possible. It just means that it's going to take a lot of time and it's going to take a lot of trial and error for you to be able to gain success, okay? I do see like incompatibilities here. We have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands is a person that will stubbornly and vehemently fight for the things that they believe in. They will fight for their ideologies. They will fight for, you know, their beliefs. So I feel like you're dealing with somebody that won't back down from a conflict. And I do see multiple rounds of conflicts coming through with this person. You admire their drive, their ambition, but I feel like it's hard for you to understand how this is going to work because innately you might not have the same value system. You might not believe in the same things. You might not be of the same religion. And so I feel like religion possibly might be a hot trigger topic. Religion and family. Religion and family might be a hot trigger topics for those of you in a relationship with a specific person. You feel like every time we bring this up, we end up in an argument. So I feel like that's what's happening here. And then the foundation, we have the moon. This indicates romance overall. So this is like, going out, listening to music, going out dancing, going to concerts, having a lot of date nights and having a really good time where you have a very strong emotional connection with another person. It's linked up here as well with the 7 of Cups and the 10 of Wands. So a lot of you have dropped your expectations about, dating a specific type. You're going after different types for those who are single. You have a lot of options that you are entertaining that are on your plate. And there's a lot of social outings. There's a lot of date nights with possibly dating different people. Or if it's the same person, there's a lot of activities that's happening, okay? A lot of just a really good emotional connection overall as the foundation. And we have as well coming through in the future an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, that you are making a romantic gesture to. And this is a long-standing relationship. I feel like you've been together with this person for quite some time. And I feel that it seems to me like they're very stubborn, but you are compromising. You're understanding where they're coming from, because I feel like you're going to have some deeply profound conversations so that you can understand, why they behave the way they do. And a lot of it has to do with their childhood upbringing. And so you're, accepting them for who they are. And I feel that the relationship still requires a little bit of maneuvering. It needs a lot of work, but I feel that it's going to work out. For singles, you do have candidates coming through that wants a solid relationship. So this is a good month for you to really get out and date. And especially if you have started a new job where you feel confident about your career track. The new candidates will be coming through. I do see an earth sign. I do see another water sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and another water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. And they do want relationships, okay? They're not just looking for one night stands or, flings, like short-term flings. They are looking for a relationship. So I feel like you're in good hands here, okay? Put yourself out there. It is a really good time, mainly because, we have the constellation being in a fellow water sign, where you will meet somebody that you have a very strong emotional, spiritual connection with, all right? For those in relationships, give your partner a little bit more leeway. And likewise, they themselves need to give you a little bit more leeway, because I feel like you're having trouble overcoming these innate differences and stubbornness between one another to have a harmonious relationship. But it's possible. It's just requires a little bit more of like putting yourself in their shoes and understanding where they're coming from. And likewise, they will do the same for you.